Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hokies will put toe to leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
It doesn't start much better than this. You want to get the juices going. You want to get the ground game going. How about first play, run the football right down their throat and get the touchdown?
And they told us, David, they wanted to come into this game and establish the line of scrimmage. They wanted to exert themselves as the more physical unit throughout this contest. You saw phenomenal push up front and then great open field running by that guy, taking it the distance.
He'll bring it out. It's McCoy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a first down play. Power football with the run. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to Davis. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To throw, it's Croman Hope. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
And you don't want to start this game with two straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
On the ground, it's Mason. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here's the handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Hokies come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing.
Looking for a huge play. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Drones. Getting some heat. Shakes off the tackler. Throws for the tight end. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Fitzgerald. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. They intercept it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense starts with a short field. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, it's a reverse. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. And the Seminoles get it past the sticks.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Jacksonville State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminole.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21 to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Hokey, 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 high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run play action. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Noles.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring. So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Running toward the tape. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Croman Hope. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the right. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 21 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown Seminoles! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter.
He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Going back to the well, another deep ball. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it's caught inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Leaves it with the running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Mason. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what...
Sends it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
Get set.
Wants to throw. It's Drones. Unloads it left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
He's taking the shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The play-action fake. He wants to take the top off. And he throws another interception. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. Trying to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to get to it. And down he goes back at the 3.
I love the effort, and there's no quit in this defense. First guy misses, second guy misses, no problem. You've got extra bodies and hats flying to the quarterback, and they're able to get the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. Breaks the... They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Wants to bring it back. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Off the play fake. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 67, Virginia Tech 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Got it.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
A loss of
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And the returner is stopped.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got a...
And the ball is picked off. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. To the air, it's Drones. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He makes the connection. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. The Hokies in the hurry up. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. And they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 20 over UNLV. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride Davis here. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. The give to the lone running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the 1st down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
Well, jet sweep pass. He's out past the 35. The expressway is wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Fitzgerald. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He wants a big play here late. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Hokies want to move quickly. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
On the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kick.